News Talk 640 WFNC. Man, there's always a lot going on inside the studio that nobody has a clue is happening until we push the buttons and all of a sudden, bam, boom, bing, we're there. Mike Baker's in here. VFW Scholarship Golf Tournament is going to be coming up, and you're the chairman of the membership.
I am.
Yeah, put that microphone up a little bit closer to you.
More up. There we go.
Yeah, go right in front of your mouth.
Yep, we didn't check. There we go.
There you go.
Check 1 2 1 2. Right. That's
Mike,
what we gotta do.
We appreciate the fact that you're here. You're a former Marine.
Yes.
We won't hold that against you.
Yeah, we're not former, but
this tournament is special, and you are involved in it. Tell everybody about when it is and what it's all about.
So yeah, we're the Veterans of Foreign Wars, VFW, Department of North Carolina, Billy Ray golf tournament. So Billy Ray was our latest, most recent national commander in chief for the Department of North Carolina way back in the 1983, 1984. And when he came back off his national assignment, he started this golf tournament as a fundraiser for scholarships for our college-eligible kids. You do not have to be a VFW member to participate in the golf tournament, nor apply for the scholarship. And it goes out every year in April. And this is one of the ways we raise money for it.
And tell everybody where it's going to be taking place and time and all that stuff and how they get involved.
So, we're going to be doing April 25th on Stryker Golf Course. From what I hear, it's going to be one of the last big tournaments on Stryker. Sounds like they're shutting it down. That's what MWR's been telling us. So, opening ceremonies are at 8. Shotgun starts at 9. And then reception to follow. I don't know what VFW Post is hosting. I don't know if it'll be 6018 downtown or on Chance Street or 670 out by the airport. But one of the VFW Posts will have some kind of thing going on. It's $100 per player, and there's we're about halfway filled up. So if you want to get out there and play on Stryker, it's a pretty good course. So.
These events come up on occasion. As a matter of fact, we got several golf tournaments this month that's going to be happening, raising money for a variety of different causes. What specifically is this one doing? You told us who it's for.
So specifically, it's for our college kids. The Montgomery GI Bill only covers so much, and this scholarship is able to facilitate extra books or maybe some cost of living expenses that come up. So we like to take care of our kids and families. So that's what we're big on doing.
Did you know Billy Ray yourself, or
I met him twice?
Did you really?
He was a very interesting gentleman. From what I know of him, he was the youngest national commander for the VFW at 38. And that's, makes you wonder what you're doing with your life when you're 42 and you're like, oh my God, this guy was already a national commander.
Yeah, I question that all the time now at 70. What the heck did I do in my life? It's gone. Kenny, what'd you do with your life? You all right over there?
I don't remember.
There we go. Yeah, he was a Vietnam veteran. So he was first commander-in-chief of the National VFW as a Vietnam veteran as well. So, it's pretty cool.
Well, that's a special group of guys there that didn't get the welcome back home that they really deserved. And there have been many opportunities to try to correct that, either during VFW parades or Veterans Day parades and things like that, the Purple Heart Association. A lot of folks trying to mend what happened to our Vietnam veterans when they got back. And, you have
Taking live phone calls.
No, as a matter of fact, that's Command Sergeant Major Ron Thompson calling me while I'm on the air. He knows better than that. Sergeant Major, come on now. Sergeant Major, let's make it happen.
Get off my grass, man.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, he's on our golf team. As a matter of fact,
there we go. He could be on the grass for the golf tournament.
He's going to be. He will be on the grass. He's one of our players that will be playing on that tournament as well. What about your involvement with this? How are you?
So I'm on the golf committee. Most membership chairmen are. It's a big event for the department. We have 72 teams. Not everybody is a VFW member. We tend to what's called fish in our own pool. So getting it out on the radio and getting it out on Facebook and doing whatever we can to market it, not only for our own veterans, but also finding those veterans that want to support the VFW or potentially want to become a member. So it's a big deal for us, and having it here in Fayetteville is big because it normally travels. Last time we had it was in Statesville. And it moves around the state, and we picked Fayetteville because of Stryker, and that's where our department headquarters is now on Cumberland Road. So
Well, a lot of people don't know that Stryker was one of the courses that was designed by Don Ross.
Yes.
Same individual who designed Pinehurst number 2.
Yep.
And so you have those upside down saucer type greens that are just a pain in the bunderandes.
They're not easy.
Yeah, no, but but it's still fun.
Oh yeah.
When you come out here, as a matter of fact, Ron Thompson's Command Sergeant Major, who was retired, who was just calling me, loves that course.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, maybe he heard us on the radio and it's like, oh, we got to talk about it.
Well, yeah, right. Yeah, I'm off the air in 10 minutes. Give me a break here.
There we go.
But the thing about it is there are senior golfers who play that course, and I've seen them. They're not
serious
long,
out there.
but they're straight putt.
Yep.
And that's how you got to play. You don't have to be strong in order to play. You got to be smart in order to play.
No, it's a good course. I've played it 2 or 3 times now, and it's okay. I'm not the best golfer in the world, but I was able to hit the ball pretty good, so I was happy.
Well, the main thing is we're raising money for a very good cause here, and that's going to be the case here. You were a former Marine. Are you still a Marine? Or what's your state?
There's no such thing as a former Marine.
Yeah,
we're
I'm
always
still
Marines.
a Ranger. I know what
Yep,
you're talking about.
Yep, so,
I feel it.
Yep.
And the fact that you are a Marine, we're not going to hold that against you here in this Army town. We'll let you slip in. Are you from Fayetteville?
No, I'm not. Originally, I'm from Wisconsin.
Okay.
I moved down here when my wife, she grew up as an Army brat and married a Marine, so the father-in-law always gets on me all the time about having little squid babies, but other than that...
Squid babies.
Yeah.
You have grands?
Yeah, I have 2 kids. I got a 22-year-old and a 16-year-old, so...
Well, what's your message to folks right now? If they're listening, they still have an opportunity to register.
Yes.
How's that work?
So if you register, you go to the department website at ncvfw.org. You can register there. If you have any questions about the golf tournament or like to sponsor one of the holes, one of the flag pins, any of that kind of stuff, it's golf, GOLF, at ncvfw.org. All of the information's on our website already. And, yeah, you just click and register. It's pretty easy. Pretty easy to register, so.
You have some good corporate sponsors. I think Cumulus. We've
Cumulus
got a couple teams.
really stepped up. You guys did a good job, and I appreciate all the support you guys give us. This is the 2nd or 3rd time I've been on the air with you, so I mean it's a good partnership, and you guys do great things for the community. So.
Well, it's my. I just want these microphones to get out there, so whatever's happening in our community, especially good news, because we can find bad news. I mean, you turn around,
throw a dart and hit bad news. Yeah.
And you know what I always say, and Kenny's heard me say this as well. I'm bringing you up on screen with us, Kenny. The fact that when I'm trying to do a good news story when I was on television, you run into a lot of red tape.
Yep.
You got to have the parent permission slip from the student. We got to check with this person. If I want to do a bad story, I walk up to the yellow tape and take all the pictures of the bodies, everything I want.
Step right up. Would you like to get a little closer, Mr. Bays?
That's right. Yeah. Come on. Here's a bad news right here. Car wreck. Come on in.
We'll just move. Go ahead and move
good
the tape
news.
for you.
I don't know. People probably get tired of me saying that, but I also got to the point in my life where I used to be just amazed at how difficult it was to get good news. And tell it. Now I've got the right A. I'm no longer amazed. I'm amused.
There we go.
And so I just, when I start wanting to do a good story and someone says, and we can't, so here we go.
Yeah, well, I mean, even nationally for the VFW, our scholarships just dropped. So if there's a kid listening, I hope not. Oh no, school's off. Good
School's
Friday.
at least here today.
Yeah, school's off today. So we got the Voice of Democracy coming up, and the Patriots Pen. So Voice of Democracy is for the high school age children. They do a speech kind of like what we're doing right now. They got to record it and send it into a local VFW. Again, don't have to have any affiliation with the VFW. And that's a $35,000. If you get all the way up to national, you get $35,000 for that. And then the Patriots Pen scholarship, that's $4,000 to $5,000 for a grade, or not grade school, but for a middle school kid.
That's a lot of money.
Yeah, and this scholarship too, for the college, is $4,000 for That's a good chunk of change when you.
Well, it depends on what school you're going to, but there's a lot of things that you can use that money to offset. A lot of people don't know I was involved with the Optimist International Boys Oratorical Contest.
Oh wow!
I couldn't even say that.
That's a mouthful.
Yeah, but I wrote speeches when I was in junior high school, and went to the national finals in Minnesota.
Oh, there we go.
And didn't win. And it was interesting that the individual who won was from Canada, and he gave his speech in French, and
didn't understand a word.
Monsieur Mabel, sont les mots qui vont très bien ensemble. You know, he was doing his thing. And all I know is when he finished that 4-minute speech, I was standing up giving him a standing ovation. It was that type of moving event here. And so these things that they're offering right now can have impact on the student way down the line, beyond writing the speech or writing the essay or whatever it might be. It's just a good preparation for life.
Oh, yeah, totally, 100%. And, you know, the VFW, and not only that, but, you know, local veterans are always wanting to give back to the community, and organizations like the VFW, American Legion, DAV. It's a good way for, you know, the veteran to get out and get your voice in a fight. There's a lot of legislative stuff going on right now, especially with, you know, what's going on with Iran. So, you know, us in the veteran community, we look at that and like, hey, we got to take care of our guys. And this is a way to take care of those guys that, you know, they have families, but they're not quite out yet, so they don't have access to GI Bill. And there's a lot of different rules and red tape, like you said, when people are trying to get stuff done. And just signing up for our scholarship or, you know, spending $20 at the VFW, it comes right back into the community, especially locally.
You know, it's the VFW and the American Legion. They have posts all over every community just about.
Yeah.
And one thing we noticed about some of them, they're getting gray in terms of, you know, everyone's getting older. And unless the young folks who are veterans who get out and get involved, some of those organizations just kind of fade away.
Yeah.
And we don't want to see that because we are part of the 1% who raised our hand to say we're going to defend the country against all enemies, foreign and domestic. And I always make that point whenever I can, just because of the fact that it is a special group of folks that allow everyone else to go to McDonald's without having a Patriot missile.
Yeah, we're pretty fortunate here in the Fayetteville community. We have 8 VFW posts pretty close. We have 1 in Southern Pines. We got 2 in Spring Lake, 2 here in Fayetteville. You got the one on Chan Street, 6018, and then one out in the airport mine, 670. Got one in Hope Mills. Then you know a little bit farther out, you got Pembroke, and then you got in Lumberton.
Well, the one I really like is the Retired Military Association.
That one's a good one.
That is, I mean, it's just a fantastic thing. On Tuesday nights, they have a little chicken thing that goes out. I DJ out there.
Yeah, I was going to say, don't you DJ out there? I don't know if I can say that on the radio.
Yeah, no, I do a couple. You know, a couple. Everybody knows I'm a DJ and I do that stuff. But I was really intrigued when I went out there on the first Tuesday, and the place was decorated like it was a wedding. Yeah. And then about 7 o'clock, people started coming in dressed pretty nicely. So what the heck's going on? And I had to be on the radio. I got to get up at 3 in the morning. 11 o'clock, they're still out there partying. Yeah. I forgot this was the Retired Military Association. They don't have anything to do.
No, they don't.
So, but anyway, it was a good time for folks and a great organization. Mike, we appreciate you coming out here. Any last words to encourage folks before we give you the boot?
No, I just appreciate the opportunity. Thanks for everything you guys do for the community, and you know, find an organization that you want to belong to, because there's a lot of great organizations out there. It doesn't have to be the VFW, but go out there and join something.
All right, Mike Baker, thank you. We appreciate you coming in here. And before you chip out of the way here, Rangers lead the way.
I see what you said, Chip.
I know. I know you're ready to probably head to the driving range yourself. All right, keep listening to what you got. We got News Talk 40, 640 WFNC. We've got Fayetteville's most dependable forecast with CBS 17 meteorologist Rachel Dunsing.
Today will be partly cloudy with a few isolated showers and a high of 83. Overnight will be partly cloudy with a low of 62. Saturday will be partly cloudy with a few more stray afternoon showers and a high of 85. And Easter Sunday will be partly cloudy with a high of 82, but rain and thunderstorms arrive by late afternoon. After the cold front on Easter, which will bring us the rain, next week will start in the 60s and 70s before gradually warming back up. That's your Fayetteville forecast. I'm CBS 17 meteorologist Rachel Dunsing.
All right, Rachel, thank you so much. Right now, we've got, would you believe it, 72 degrees already in Fayetteville, Fort Bragg, and also in Eastover. You're listening to News Talk 640, WFNC.
Del Hair Plumbing. Fast, friendly, reliable. Flush your troubles away. Del Hair Plumbing. Clogged drains? Call Del Hair Plumbing. Serving Fayetteville and surrounding areas. Fast and reliable. From leaks to water heater repairs. Flush your troubles away with Del Hair Plumbing today. 910-429-9939.
This report is sponsored by Blindster.com.
Hi, I'm Kyle from Blindster.com. If you've priced custom blinds at a retail store, you know how expensive they can be.